guys, welcome back to Book Lovers World. This is my face by the way, and my name is Arjun Devdatta Potnis. So basically today I'm gonna be teaching you that my grandma used to tell me before that you do studies as a game, which I didn't know. But now I invented a game in which we will do studies as a game, which is known as Study Simulator. So let's get into it. And whoever has any doubt related to my book can tell me in the comments. So let's just start. Okay, so first of all we are going to be doing trade, the history chapters. So I'm going to be starting off with let me check. Wait a minute, this is a really small book, so I'm very so page number 74. So today we are going to be starting off a new chapter called Babur Humayun and Sher. Okay, so these are Akbar's great father and grandfather. Sher is not from Akbar's family. So let's get started. Babur's invasion. On the eve of Babur's invasion at the beginning of the 16th century, India was divided into numerous small kingdoms. जैसे छोटे-छोटे kingdoms थे, India wasn't together. So then what happened was, ruled by independent kings, Delhi Sultanate had dwindled in the size and power, and its control confined to Delhi and its surrounding areas. The political scenario was a picture of disunity and discord. It was the perfect. So after that, what happened was that it was a perfect setting for an ambitious descendant of Amir Taimur and Genghis Khan. So Amir Taimur and Genghis Khan's descendant was Babur. Babur was basically Akbar's grandfather. Now let's read about what he did, about Ibrahim Lodi, about the Panipat, and let's get started. His full name was Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur, to conquer India. So the Mughal Empire. So guys, this is basically the Mughal Empire table, which I am going to read out, that how much time these rulers ruled. Babur 1526 to 1530. That is barely 4 years, so Babur was useless. Let's go ahead. Humayun 1530 to 1540, 1555 to 1556. Okay, so that's 11 years. Not bad, Humayun. Akbar 1556 to 1605. That is almost 50 years. Okay, who's next? Jahangir 1605 to 27. Decent. Shah Jahan 1628 to 1658. Also decent. Aurangzeb 1658 to 177. But Aurangzeb didn't do good because he fought with Shivaji Maharaj and killed Shivaji and Sambhaji. I am very angry with Aurangzeb. Okay, so let's get continued. Sorry guys, I made a mistake. He didn't kill Shivaji Maharaj, he killed Sambhaji. But that's also wrong. You shouldn't kill anyone. And I'm sorry for the wrong pronunciation of Babur. It's Babur. Okay, so let's get continued. Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire, lost his father in 1494 CE. Very sad. I mean, like, this shouldn't happen. Let's move on. When he was only 11 years old. Is that my age? Okay, forget it. And became the ruler of a small principality in Central Asia called Farghana. Arey ruler, small, Farghana. I don't get to rule the house here and he ruled Farghana. Okay, let's get continued. Which was inherited from his father when he was 14 years old. He fulfilled his dream of conquering Samarkand. So he had a dream of conquering a place called Samarkand. I'll teach you that after in the 8th standard, because that is not being taught to us also. Okay, so let's get continued. Within a short period of time, however, he lost both Farghana and Samarkand. Oh shit, man, this was uncalled for. He became a homeless wanderer. His extraordinary courage and determination helped him overcome all obstacles. Wow, I mean, like, this is just OP. Okay, let's continue. And he eventually became the ruler. So Babur became the ruler of the place named Kabul in 1504 CE, which is a good thing. Okay, so let's move on. However, all his attempts to reconquer Samarkand failed. Oh, किसी की dream टूट गया तो कितना बुरा लगता है. Okay, so let's get continued. In 1522 CE, Daulat Khan Lodi invited Babur to invade India and help him overthrow Ibrahim Lodi, the cruel, unpopular Sultan of Delhi. This Babur did good. Ibrahim Lodi को चप्पल जूते फेंक कर मारना चाहिए था. Okay, so let's get continued. It was a golden opportunity. So Babur Daulat Khan Lodi invited him to overthrow Ibrahim Lodi, and then what happened was Babur had a golden opportunity and Babur seized it. In 1524 CE, within 3 weeks of crossing Indus, 3 weeks, that's a really large time. We should be lucky that we have cars and bikes. They didn't have that. Okay, let's continue. Babur became the master of Punjab. Yes. He returned to Kabul to prepare an attack on Delhi so that he could get the kingdom of Ibrahim Lodi. And then he defeated Daulat Khan as well, because Daulat Khan then thought of turning against Babur and attacked him. That's why Babur defeated him. So then the first battle of Panipat occurred, where Ibrahim Lodi had a very big army. Like, in short, I can say 7 trillion. I mean, like, can you guys believe that? But let's continue. Babur had a small, disciplined army, but the cavalry and artillery were really good. Babur was born as a leader and a military general, so he could easily patak diya Ibrahim Lodi ko. The whole of Ibrahim Lodi and 15,000 of his soldiers lay dead on the battlefield. The following day, Babur triumphantly returned Delhi, where he was proclaimed the Emperor of Hindustan. Yo, Babur, you rock! Okay, let's get continued. Battle of Khanwa. So after Battle of Panipat, Babur had to battle Khanwa. Babur had to battle on the place called Khanwa also. So let's know about what happened in there. So in 1527 CE, Rajput Confederacy under Rana Sanga, the hero of 100 battles of Mewar, clashed with Babur's army at Khanwa. I don't know for what reason. A village near Agra. The Rajputs fought with desperate valor and courage, but Babur won the battle with his superior artillery and cavalry. So that is really cool. I mean, like, तुम कितनी भी मेहनत कर लो, तुम बाबर से जीत ही नहीं पाओगे. Okay, let's get continued. So the Battle of Panipat marked the defeat of Sultan of Delhi. So that is really good. Okay, Battle of Chanderi. Chanderi was a Rajput stronghold in Malwa under Medina reign. Okay, what is Medini's reign? In 1520. So guys, then what happened was that the Rajputs had a stronghold in Malwa under Medini Rai. Okay, so let's continue what happened after that. Babur laid a siege to the fort of Chanderi and captured it. Almost all the Rajputs perished in the battle that followed. After that, no Rajput chief dared to challenge Babur's authority. Yeah, nobody should dare to challenge Babur's authority. But all the Rajputs perished was a really bad thing. Okay, so let's continue. Battle of Ghagra. How many battles did Babur do? Okay. The rebellious Afghans in Bihar and Bengal possessed to threat Babur's authority in 1529 CE. Babur inflicted a crushing defeat on the Afghans. Like, ये देखो ऐसे हुआ Babur. Crushing defeats on the Afghans in Gharda, in the Battle of Gharda. By 1530 CE, Babur was a master of Punjab, Delhi and Gangetic plains as far as Bihar. Let's move on. Babur's memoirs. Babur's memoirs, called the Tazuk-i Baburi, is written by a flawless Turkish and are considered to be one of the best autobiographies in the world. Wow! If I would have read that, I would have felt happy. Okay. His detailed accounts have been written by his sister. Okay, so Babur's sister wrote that. And now let's read about Humayun. So guys, now we have talked about Babur. It's not Babur. My father was behind there and telling me it's not Babur. Ye kya kar raha hai? But now I understood. So now we are going to continue about Humayun, the son of Babur, and let's get into it. Humayun, the eldest son of Babur's 4 sons. So Babur had 4 sons nominated by Babur and as his successor to the throne. So Babur told Humayun that you are my successor on the throne. So then what happened was that Humayun became the successor, and then many Afghan chiefs were against him. So attack on Chunar. So this is basically the time when somebody attacked on Chunar, which was Humayun's territory. Humayun turned his attention. Sher Khan's territory. I'm extremely sorry. Humayun turned his attention to the Afghan chief Sher Khan and attacked the fort of Chunar. So Humayun wanted the fort of Chunar, so he attacked Sher Khan, and the battle was really big between the Mughals and the Afghans. So the battle continued, and finally Humayun defeated Sher Khan. Then conquest of Gujarat and Malwa. Humayun marched against Bahadur Shah and captured the whole of Gujarat and Malwa. Bahadur Shah fled without offering any resistance. So now Humayun also got Gujarat and Malwa, which is really good about Humayun. So guys, now Humayun has Chauhan, Gujarat and Malwa. So now loss of Gujarat. Humayun's absence from Agra, Sher Shah strengthened his army and recaptured Gujarat. So then invasion of Bengal. So after losing Gujarat, Humayun thought that let's invade Bengal now. Humayun spent 6 months besieging the Chauhan fort. Meanwhile, Sher Khan invaded Bengal again and captured Gaur, its capital. Wow. He seized all the treasure and found there and returned to Bihar. Humayun reached Gaur unsupposed and wasted several months in merrymaking. Meanwhile, his brother Hindal reached Agra and declared himself the emperor. Sher Shah cut off Humayun's supplies and lines of the communications with Agra. Wow. I mean, what is going to happen now? Let's continue. Battle of Chausa. Sher Shah now had consolidated his position and was ready to face Humayun. And then in 1539 CE, the two armies faced each other at Chausa for 3 months while negotiations were on. Sher Shah launched a sudden attack. Sher Khan launched a sudden attack. The Mughal army. Okay, so then what happened was that after the sudden attack, the Mughal army was completely routed, and Humayun jumped into the Ganga and floated down to the river with the water carrier's help, inflated water back. Battle of Kannauj. Encouraged by his success, Sher Khan led another attack on Mughal forces. And in 1540, the two armies clashed on Kannauj. Sher Shah became the master of Delhi and Agra in the title of Sher Shah Suri. The large and fragile Mughal empire was replaced by Afghan rule. Then Humayun had to exile himself for 15 years, and he wandered in search for shelter. Um, in a small town, Humayun married a woman in Amarkot in Sindh, a son Akbar, who was born to Humayun and his wife Hamida Banu, whom he had married during his exile. Humayun finally left India and refuge and assistance in the court of the Persian emperor. So now Humayun also had Akbar. Humayun's return. With the military help, Humayun returned to the kingdom, recaptured his country, and threw his brothers out. Sher Shah's story. So guys, now we have learnt about Humayun and Babur. So now we are going to learn about Sher Shah Suri, who is not from Akbar's family. So as you guys know, Sher Shah Suri had already defeated Humayun in the battle of Kannauj and Chausa. But Sher Shah was the son of Hasan Khan, a Jagirdar of Sasaram in Bihar, originally named as Farid Khan, and he joined the Mughal army when Babur invaded India, and after Babur's death he captured Bihar and Bengal. So let's continue. Sher Shah was determined and drive out the Mughals from India and re-established Afghan rule. He defeated Humayun in the Battle of Chausa and Battle of Kannauj. So this you guys already know because I told you before. And occupied the throne of Delhi in 1540 CE. Sher Shah conquered Malwa, Rajputana, Multan, Sindh and Punjab. So Sher Shah conquered 5 places. Which were those? Malwa, Rajputana, Multan, Sindh and Punjab. During the siege of Kalinjar in 1545 CE, he died in an accidental explosion of gunpowder, bringing to the end of brief but brilliant 5-year reign. Within 10 years of Sher Shah's death, Humayun returned to Agra and recaptured Delhi and Agra. Humayun returned to India and recaptured Delhi and Agra. Sher Shah's administration. Sher Shah was a brilliant organizer and in both military and civil affairs. Sher Shah's central administration. Okay. Sher Shah was the supreme head of central administration and divided the government into several departments. Empire, Sher Shah, provinces, Sarkars, Afghan chiefs, districts, Parganas, Shikdaran, law and order plus general administration, Munsifan, collection of revenue, villages, panchayats, village elders, patwaris plus mukaddams. Military organization. Sher Shah established a large standing army and introduced measures to make it disciplined, efficient and strong. So Sher Shah took many measures to make his army disciplined and strong and efficient and whatever you can say like that. He took interest in appointment and training of soldiers. So that's a really good thing. The salaries of the soldiers and the officers were fixed according to their skill and ability. Alauddin Khilji's system, branding horses, Dag, maintaining a descriptive role of the soldiers, Chehra, were revived. Communication system. Sher Shah built an excellent network of roads. A. To facilitate the quick movement of officials and troops throughout the empire. B. To promote trade and commerce. C. To make traveling easier and comfortable. Trade and commerce. The construction of roads and sarais generally developed the growth and trade commerce. To give trade a further boost, all duties except 2 were abolished. The first duty was levied when the goods were brought into the country, and the second was levied when the goods were sold. Sher Shah instructed his officials to treat merchants well and look after their interests. Okay, that's a really good thing. The zamindars and the village headmen were made responsible for the safety of lives and property of traders in their respective religions. New weights and measures were introduced. Coins of gold, silver, and copper of uniform standard were introduced. Sher Shah had reigned only for 5 years, but in this brief period, he made his mark as one of the most successful rulers in India. So here we end the chapter. I hope you liked the video, but make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Tell me in the comments which subject do you have difficulty in, and bye.
Okay, Arjun, it's